We have a phone call during the text bag, and it is Sal. Hello, Sal.
Oh, hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I love what you guys are talking about. I'm a big sports fan. I'd love to talk about it. Unfortunately, I'm at work right now. I'm doing the cold open for the Not Even a Show, and so I got to do that. And I've actually sold the space here, done a little ad here in the middle of it. So I got to say, do you love shirts? Do you love the Not Even a Show? Well, then you'll love notevenastore.com. And that's what they tell me I got to do, apparently, in the middle of my freaking cold open. I'm supposed to get a cold open hit, but now I've sold it, and now all of a sudden it's an ad, and now I'm in the middle of that, and I'm a pawn?
What's happening?
All right. See you guys later.
Thanks, Sal. What? What? What?
What was he talking about?
What just happened? I think he just did a commercial on our show. I think.
Forget everything that you think you know, 'cause NEAS is now a show. We got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, no need for angst, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, no need for thanks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, Chris and the pranksters trolling on the phone and discouraging people even if they're at home, and clear out your brain, now forget what you know, it's NEAS, the show, it's NEAS, the show.
Give it up for your host, Chris One.
Hey everyone, it's me, Chris One. This is NEAS the show, and now that that's out of the way, let's get down to business. I successfully lobbied to file a public grievance about the state of our monologue, and so here it goes. The monologue is meant to be funny. The monologue is meant to be jokes. It's a place where people hear jokes and they laugh. What we've done to the monologue here is absolutely unacceptable. All right, let's head over to the desk. All right, I'm over at my desk, and that means it's almost time for the episode. Wow, that's super exciting. How about you, though, Chris, too? What'd you get up to this week?
Witness tampering, mostly.
Okay, so just for the trial or whatever, because that's very illegal as well.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
All right, let's move on to the episode, and we've got a fantastic one for you, as always. We've got a Butch segment, we've got a Spiracy segment, we've got a Patriot Pete video call, and we have the first appearance of the FapMaster on this year's shows. First, though, Mark Levin is the host that I've been trying to get for so fucking long and just have never been able to do it, and I once waited on hold for 3 full hours and never got on the air, but we finally did it. We finally got the piece of shit. Check it out.
You guessed it.
Thanks,
Stallone. It's on the phone.
Some of these calls are actually quite intriguing. I have so much more I want to cover, but nonetheless, let's do a little back and forth, and back and forth. Daryl, Homestead, Florida, on the Mark Levin app. Daryl, go right ahead, sir.
Hello, Mr. Levin. What an absolute pleasure to speak with you.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you. And how is your brother, Daryl, doing?
I don't know what you mean.
Remember the Bob Newhart show? This is Daryl and my other brother, Daryl. It's a joke.
I don't remember.
All right.
I don't remember. Yeah, I actually get a lot of flack from my family for listening to your show. I'll bring your name up.
How dare they?
I got a liberal cousin. He says like, that guy is a self-satisfied snake oil salesman who probably pleasures himself to audio.
All right, you don't need to get into grotesque comments, okay?
Oh, that's
obviously your brother. Did you say it's your brother?
It's my cousin.
Your cousin is obviously low IQ Neanderthal, a throwback.
I agree.
All right, go right ahead.
He says your whole legacy can...
All right, you don't need to quote the idiot to the nation. We don't quote idiots to the nation.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Just tell him he's a putz.
He says you
All right, goodbye. This guy's a joke. It's not he, it's you, you jerk. But you're just too much of a coward to say it, Daryl. And your other brother, Daryl. Don't you think, Mr. Producer? Hey, I have a cousin, and he says... Yeah, it's a setup.
Jim Price is a really terrible, really stupid host that we used to call a lot, but he shut down his phone lines. He must have thought that was The Last of Us, but we went and created a bunch of fake profiles online and convinced him to book Patriot Pete as a featured guest. Check it out.
I am a patriot, are you a patriot? You better be a patriot or you will pay.
I'm not going to go changing all my world now. All right, so I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us where we can find you and the things that you're doing out there. So let's go ahead and start with that. You're on.
Well, my name's Pete Clinton, and it's a name I'm cursed with, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a patriot in America First. I work with America First, the America First Alliance in Homestead, Florida. But I will be soon making the move to Washington, D.C., the capital city of the United States of America. I'm a real, true, genuine patriot, and not like certain people that I won't mention their name, but I'm sure everybody who's watching knows who it is that I'm talking about. I'm not lip service. I'm real out there doing action, not sitting, sitting there behind a whatever, just talking my lip service.
Right. I've worked with the people in Michigan. I've worked with the people in Virginia. I've worked with people in Ohio.
What about Washington, D.C.? And that's the interesting thing is that you don't seem to make any mention of. That's the nation's capital. That is where it all happens. That is where decisions get made. That's why I'm moving there. And I think any self-respecting patriot would want to move there as well. And also probably any self-respecting patriot wouldn't mind answering a question or two about where their shirt was manufactured.
Right.
Where, their, Apple computers. You said you're an Apple computer user?
Yeah, they actually make them in San Antonio now. So.
Really? Do they? But you think that that's not a globalist corporation that you're supporting?
Absolutely.
You don't think that's globalist stuff there? Right. And honestly, it makes you wonder about who's real and who's just lip service. Who's your favorite band? Who's your favorite band, by the way?
Actually, I'm not a big music guy in that respect. So to be honest with you, I'm not into entertainment. I don't follow Hollywood stars. I'm not into big music.
Ooh.
So
sounds like you want a participation trophy or something for that.
No,
you want me to give you a medal for that, for not participating in watching anything in entertainment? I mean, give me a break. And the correct answer is the band America. They sing "Horse with No Name."
Right.
But I'm sorry to derail you. I just think that you're kind of lip service and you're actually a bullshit patriot and you're not really actually what you say you are. And that's why I wanted to come on here.
Okay.
Because I think you're all lip service and I'd like to know where your shirts are manufactured. I'd like to know where you get your headphones from. And it's not a Tech Head Terry question. I want to know why, because I want to know where they're manufactured. I want to know what your whole deal is, pal. Right. I want to know why you don't live in Washington, D.C., which is basically the capital city of America and where all the decisions get made.
Washington, D.C. is actually a foreign entity. It's a corporate headquarters. It does not belong to the United States.
This guy is wild with it, man.
Go ahead.
This guy is wild with it. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
listening.
Washington, D.C. is a nation's capital where...
No, it's not. Actually, it's not. If you actually look up the corporation papers that were actually created in 1871, you'll find out that is actually completely inaccurate. Waiting for your response.
Well, I was picking my nose. But I will say to you that basically Washington, D.C. is the nation's capital. It's where all the voting happens. I see it on television, and any self-respecting patriot would live in Washington, D.C. The fact that you don't tells me that
doesn't happen in Washington, D.C.
Yes, it does. Every vote happens in Washington, D.C., idiot. Yes, it does.
Well,
I just said that to you.
So because you said it doesn't make it a reality.
That's actually how things work nowadays. You say things as many times as if you say it enough times. So how's the interview going so far?
I'm still waiting for you. You're the one that asked to come on the show. You actually said you need to be on here because you want to state your opinions and you want to talk. So let's go ahead.
I know why you're not giving me the respect. It's because my last name's Clinton, right? And I deal with this my entire life. That's why you're not going to respect me as a real patriot, because you think I'm part of the Clinton crime family. Well, guess what? I'm not.
Say anything
it's
about
actually
that
a common name. It's actually a common
made
name.
Up statement all by yourself. I have nothing.
I don't
against
think that
your actual
you're
last
related to former Tampa Bay Devil Rays pitcher David Price just because your last name's Price. That's not how last names work. And I honestly,
why does that have to do with anything? I've not even brought up your last name. You brought that up. But go ahead. Continue to try to say something I didn't say.
Do you see who this guy is right here?
Mm-hmm. What about
That's Donald John Trump.
Okay.
President of the United States.
I agree with you there.
And you want to tell him that you don't live in Washington, D.C.? Fuck that. Honestly, I've had enough.
Wait. Washington, D.C. I don't live in Washington, D.C. has to do with what?
Because you're not a real patriot. If you were, you'd move to Washington,
I would not live
D.C.
in a foreign entity.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, idiot. Shut up, idiot. Shut
Look
up,
up the
stupid.
Corporation of
Shut
America.
Up, stupid.
You'll find
Shut
exactly
up.
what I'm talking about.
Bye-bye. Remember when Trump said, wrong, bye-bye. That's you. Bye-bye. Yeah! Can you leave the call and just let me do the stream, please? Can you leave the call? Honestly, it would be a lot easier.
I'm waiting for you to get to the facts, and we'll go ahead and talk of those.
You know,
go ahead.
Geez, you want to go eat tacos with me now?
We'll go ahead and talk those. So I guess tacos is fine.
Go ahead. What else do you have?
I'm waiting for you. You've actually tried to refute anything I've said. I've given you all the facts. Washington, D.C. is a foreign entity. You've yet to say anything. Well, we lost him.
The FapMaster doesn't make too many calls these days, and there's a good reason for that. But this week, he found a show called Christian Worldview where they were talking hardcore anti-mask, anti-vax stuff, and he decided to call in and talk a little bit about what he does to keep his freedom. Check it out.
They want mandates. They want you gotta or else, or you can't live in civil society.
But see, this is an extension of the progressive mindset. Progressives have no concept nor respect for individual liberty.
You know, I mean, if you said you can't fly without a vaccine, I'd go out and get the vaccine. So I'm not like completely anti-vax. I just don't feel like it's necessary.
See, and that's interesting because I tell you what, let's talk to Phil. Phil, go ahead. I didn't want to take up all your time.
Oh, that's okay. I'd be listening anyways. I'm just listening on the
Thanks.
phone. How are you fellas doing?
We're good, Phil. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh, I'm having a good morning so far, absolutely. So you guys aren't vaxxed, or Tony, did you say you are?
No, I'm
not vaxxed?
No, I'm fully vaccinated. Gary, you're fully no. Not Gary, and not. So I'm the only one in the room that has bowed to the state.
I got you. Yeah, that's interesting. Austin said that. Like, why do they do these mandates? And then he's like, well, I would get it if they did mandate it. So that is kind of interesting. And then you mentioned it's interesting as well. I think it's more about the government control and controlling us. And as far as I'm concerned, I hate to be controlled by anybody. I like that feeling of freedom. And I think there is little things we can do in this world to maintain that freedom, our own little personal freedoms. One thing that I love to do, is I'll watch your guys' show on the Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And I'll put on a latex suit, put some gelatin in there, and I'll just.
Oh, okay. Yep, going in a bad direction. Sorry, Phil. I don't know why you think you can say those kind of things on this radio show, but
give it up for NEAS resident parody artist Weird Elm.
Well, I'm batching to your show. I got spandex and jello. I'm doing it for freedom. Porno films, I don't need them. Well, I'm batching. Don't you know I got spandex with jello, and I'm doing it for freedom. Porno films, I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need them.
The One Republic QAnon show is absolutely terrifying to watch. They're the dumbest and most gullible people on the planet. They finally did learn the voice of Spiracy, but we thought, what if Spiracy's friend British Bobby called in, a man who sounds eerily similar to Spiracy but has a really bad British accent? Anyways, check it out.
On the 7th. It's like really 777, huh? Woo!
Right. Okay, area code 208. You're live with Jason and Kelly.
Hi, it's British Bobby.
Hi, British
What
Bobby.
up, Bobby?
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. I'm in Idaho, by way of Manchester, England. That was originally where I'm from, but I live now in the United States of America, along with you.
Nice.
Welcome. You picked a pretty state.
I had a question. I was curious about if you guys find that your family gives you a tough time about, excuse me, about the Q stuff. I know they give me a really tough time about it. They say, Bobby, you're mad. You've lost your mind. We don't want you around anymore, around the children. We don't want you hanging around anymore. You've lost it totally. You've lost the plot. You've lost connection to reality. It's not just basic kind of stuff. It's you've really lost connection to reality. You've really lost the plot altogether.
Well, the best part is that take it with a smile and say, you know what? All right, because I've dealt with it too, and I mean, hell,
yeah.
She wanted me committed.
What do what
committed?
I just say to them.
She wanted me committed. Committed.
I just say to them, I'm right, because what they say to me is they say, well, we can point to the science behind it with Bobby. We can point to a lot of the stuff with it. You talk about the numbers and you talk about this number and that number, and none of it makes any sense, Bobby. None of it makes sense. It's actually indicative of somebody with a very, very serious mental illness that probably should get it checked out and probably should go talk to somebody and just see what's going on in their own lives and what's making them look to this type of thing and what's making them search for this thing that's clearly missing in their life because it's not grounded in any sort of reality whatsoever.
Well, that's easy. You just tell them that, you know what? I did go talk to some people. You talk to us. We said, hey, man, you're all good.
Very shagadelic, baby. Yeah.
And are they in the States as well, or are they still over there?
Even the ones, my close family in America as well, the same thing. They say, we're really concerned with you. They're not even angry. They're just really concerned about why I have, like just how I can be so sort of ignorant and so I can fall for this kind of stuff is what they say. How do you fall for this kind of stuff? The guy's doing an accent, doesn't even sound like a British accent. How can you fall for it constantly and just not be aware of what's going on ever and just be so lost in this world?
It floors you because, especially since you were over in England as well, you saw the stuff over there with the Queen and Philip and all that. It's like it didn't resonate with you then. And it's like even now.
What you got in the bins behind you? What you got in the bins behind you, Jason? What are those your files that you got in the bins behind you there?
Yeah, let's just have them.
We got all this, and then we got a bunch of garage.
That's very normal. A lot of people would say, wow, that's straight out of a movie. That's the type of sort of psychotic sort of conspiracy theory stuff that you would see right in a movie. But it's like you're proud of it and you got it right up there. And I love that. Thank you so much for all that you do. I really, hey, WWGW, I mean, honestly, from all across the globe, we've got your back. From Australia, I could pretend to be from Australia. I could pretend to be from Canada. I could pretend to be from all over Europe. And we've got your back everywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and because you're pretending a good way of being on a globe too. I'm just teasing you, but yeah. Then hey, we're just happy to be all of the Patriots are coming together, and we're all worldwide. We're just all fed up with it. We're just all came together. We're like, you know what? We're fed up with being slaves to this whole system.
If you have a show where you're asking people to call in with stories, the last person you want calling in is the man known as Butch. He's not much of a storyteller, and he tracked down a conservative UFO show this week called Abnormal Realities and absolutely fucking torpedoed it. Check it out.
Well, he loves to talk, but he don't know much. He's your favorite caller, and his name is Butch.
Let's grab this call, Mr. Phillips. Area code 778. Come on the air. What do you got?
Hey, it's Butch.
Hey, Butch. What's going on, Butch?
Hey, Rocco, and Ron. I call your show before, Ron, in the morning, or your other show, and you're on the TV.
I heard you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got I love watching Who right now. You guys got a matching shirt, like you guys
That's
on a
what we
soccer
do.
team together. You guys look like you play on a little soccer team together. It's so cute. I have a good story about I guess a UFO or like unexplained phenomenon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so one day, like about maybe one or 2 months ago, maybe it's a little bit longer on 1 month, maybe about 45 days ago, I was walking down onto the store, and down a normal path I always walk on the same place for, and was at nighttime, and I was walking down on a nighttime to the store, and I walked to the store, and I went inside, and the lady said, "Hi, Butch." I said, "Hi, Judy." Judy is a lady who works at a store, and she's a friend of mine. Not really a friend, like necessarily in a way of hang out and have a conversation outside of, but basically like a friendly when I meet her at a store. And so I said, "Hey, Judy." She said, "Hey, Butch." And I go to get a rice, and bought a rice. And
Butch, did you have a paranormal experience in this story? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
So I buy the rice, and rice is a $4.25. And I say, "I only got $4, Judy. I only got $4, Judy." She says, "$4.25, Butch." I say, "Okay, let me go back home, and I'll see if I got a 25 cents."
All right, Butch. Thanks, brother. We appreciate it. Butch is hilarious. He's good comedy gold. But that story was getting way long.
It took 5 minutes just for him to walk in the damn store. Butch, what the hell's wrong, bro? Did you get your macaroni? Did he get his macaroni?
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Really, it makes it a lot better that you watch, because if I was just doing this and setting up all of the stuff and making all the calls and no one was watching, it would be something that people would be concerned about, actually. So thanks a lot. And if you want to watch some more of it, head over to patreon.com/notevenashow. We've got Dennis Prager. We've got also a check-in with an old friend, the mouth noise man himself, Jamie. Good God. All right. Thanks so much. Hopefully it will not just be me after the trial of Chris too. Oh, I'm going to beat the case. All right. Anyways, bye.